was a famous thing that was going on in Clubhouse there for one of their games this previous season. They actually were not reinforcing stock hatch at all whenever they played downstairs, and it just came back to bite them quite often. So we'll see if they've adjusted that since, but the last match that I watched them on Clubhouse was that matchup, and it did not turn out too well for them. They lost a lot of defenses.
Well, the first ban will come in from Fnatic, and they will choose to eliminate Glaz. Not too much of a surprise, especially for this map and just Siege overall in its current meta. Again, no surprise with FaZe Clan's ban. They've done it on the previous 2 maps, and there's no reason why they would do things any different here. Hibana will be the second attacking operator knocked out of the game.
I think they just have something against these Red Crow operators. I mean, Echo and Hibana both banned almost every single match. Actually, I believe they've been banned every single map.
Yep.
Yeah, so
specifically by FaZe.
Operation Red Crow just never happened. That's what I'm getting out of this. So.
They really didn't like that one.
Yeah, I guess not. Skyscraper's not the best map, honestly. So I mean, you can't blame them. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. So we'll have the last defensive ban coming out. It's going to be Mira. Mira was allowed through on the last map, but not on Clubhouse, where she has a little bit, just a tiny bit, more presence. Just a little bit.
We did see her banned out as well back on the first map of Border, if I remember correctly. So she's making that, well, I guess you really couldn't say reappearance. She's making that re-disappearance one more time. She will be banned out for this final map. Into the first round, however, where if this site decision sticks, that will be interesting to see indeed from Fnatic, because right now they're going to Gym Bedroom to start off the map, instead of what I normally see at least, which is the cache or basement sites.
Yeah, as you said, Gym Bedroom going to be the initial start for Fnatic, and this might just be a way to try and throw off the offense. They are only going to elect for, well, actually they have Thermite and Maverick, excuse me, as cameraman will be donning the mantle of Mav. So Moringa on the Thermite this time around, as well as they're going to be bringing the Montang once again on Yuna. It's either Montang or it's Finka. He just can't make up his mind, but he's playing one of them. That's all we know. And honestly, on this site, you would much rather have the Montang. The Fink is really not going to help you out here. If you try and get on site too quickly, you're going to get absolutely just demolished by Rizraz with those smokes.
Pretty much, especially when you look at just how choke pointy this site is, considering that most of the access is going to come from the left side of the screen right now, where they just reinforced this wall that leads out to the balcony on that left side. That's normally where the majority of pressures from the attackers are going to come from. If not there, then construction, where you're looking at right now, just where Magnet's currently at. It's probably going to come from one of those 2 positions. Either way, it's a big choke point, and with the Adrenal Surge only increasing the damage that those smoke grenades do, it's certainly not an optimal situation to bring into this site.
And once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are just joining us, it is Map 3 of FaZe versus Fnatic. But make sure you guys are also paying attention to our B-League stream. Rainbow6 Bravo is the Twitch. It's twitch.tv/Rainbow6 Bravo. Put that up on your secondary monitor, put it on your phone, whatever thing has internet access and a screen, because I can definitely hear Intero himself screaming from across the venue as something is definitely popping off over there. But make sure you stay tuned in to us as well, as we are just entering Clubhouse. FaZe will start their attack. We're on the eastern side, which is a pretty traditional take for this site. You kind of want to take away that pressure that they have on cache, take control of construction to where there's not too many rotates inside of the site that you can do safely.
Well, we've got Yuna, who's going to continue to move forward here in just a moment. He'll also probably be bringing his teammates to the inside to push with him. And it is looking like they are going to take the route over here towards construction. Problem is, they got to get past Lusty first, who's sitting just behind the desk and cash room on that alibi. They've seen it, though. Mav's going to get the spot. Is the damage there, though? No. Lusty's able to fall back. He only loses about half of his HP. He'll sit directly on the top of the ADS that was placed in here to support him and prevent any pushes with the nades.
So the biggest thing for Yuna right now is, since there is a deployable shield in the doorway, they actually counteracted that shield. Magnet's going to go down, though, to Mav underneath in stock. But to finish the thought on the shield, he's actually going to have to retract his shield, kind of like Virtue just retracted Astro's life. Yeah, he just does it over and over.
He does these casual runouts so often.
Just casual. It's casual runouts.
He did it on Border too, where he popped out on balcony and got someone repelling.
Okay. Reset.
That's for a reset right there, so they're going to get Mav back up and into the fight. I think it's Cameraman coming to do the res itself.
Okay, so biggest thing with this shield right here is they actually have a pinch point on it. So when Yuna slides his shield back up to hop over the shield, they're actually both just going to fire right into his sides and just absolutely obliterate the mountain. So
very good way to stop this, actually. So the drone's going to have to go in.
Oh, this might be a way.
This is a way to get past it for sure if they can get this off.
As my friend would say, a really big hole coming right up. And actually, it's going to get impact tricked. Oh, my goodness.
This is beautiful from Luster.
There's layers to this.
He's wasting so much. Like, this might actually just win them the round. Look, they've committed all 4 or 5 players that they have alive at this point just to kill Lusty.
There is levels to
And he's not doing anything. He's not killing them. He's just sitting in a corner.
That's all you got to do. That's it. That's all you got to do. I mean, again, there is levels to this strat. This is insanity right now. And they're finally going to hop outside. They're going to try and go to a different way, but Marenga is finally going to pop things off. He's going to get Lusty. Ace is going to find Cameraman, though. Oh, he's actually going to get the shield. Is Virtue going to win it? No. Rizraz will down him. Ace is in. Rizraz going to be able to clean it all up. Fnatic going to be able to win their first defensive round on Clubhouse. What a strat, guys. That's insanity. In all my days, I've never seen something along those lines on the upstairs gym bedroom hold. Dizzle, my apologies. Dizzle, hell of a coach. I mean, that was insanity. I don't know who made that. Usually the coaches just delve into strats with the team, but that strat right there, guys, wow.
Yeah, works out pretty much perfectly for Lusty sitting into that corner, and it takes them so long to figure it out. They end up just having to rotate outside, try to send themselves in through a window, which obviously doesn't work. It falls apart so quickly, and it's all because of that one position from Lusty that wastes easily a minute and a half or more of the round timer.
It wasted 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Oh, jeez.
2 minutes and 20 seconds is how long they were just staring at that deployable shield and going, okay, what can we do? Like, all right, we're going to rotate our thermite over here.
And again, besides the impact trick and just being in the room,
He didn't do anything.
And
then he died. He didn't even get a kill. That is what your roamer is supposed to do. If you waste 2 minutes and 20 seconds, that is a successful roam. Even though it's basically right next to the site, that's still a very successful roam. That was insane.
That is how much just the presence of someone, ladies and gentlemen, can really throw off the attacker's game. Speaking of throwing off the attacker's game, we've got another interesting operator select coming out here now from Fnatic, a Frost, making a very rare appearance into the roster right now.
I think Frost is the exact opposite of anything that happens in Australia. I don't think that they get iced there, I'm just saying. But those welcome masks will hopefully find somebody's ankles for Virtue's sake, actually. He's not going to be donning Jaeger. He's going to be using Frost, surprisingly. But, you know, it's a gun. It shoots bullets. You can click heads with it. So he might be able to find a handful of kills with this. We'll just have to find out. Now, the main issue with this site is going to be taking Garage. You guys saw a beautiful cam placement there by Magnet side of the tree, or balcony, as people like to call it, out here on the south side of the map. Now, FaZe's main focus is going to be on the Garage, because the catwalk basically can control the entire site. You can get a sight line into the other site to maintain anybody trying to run through construction, as well as a myriad of other things. Cameraman is literally going to rappel through electricity, through the fire and flames, this man trying to get open this wall. Now, Maverick comes into play here massive, just due to the fact of what you guys see Cameraman doing right now, melting the bottom of the wall. But Mav is actually going to get found out. It's going to be Magnet. This Magnet's going to pop a couple shots, but immediately rotates out, does not want to try and die too early on into this one.
Bit of an interesting stab, by the way, unless we've had it picked up by another player in this tournament, which I don't believe we've had happen yet. This is only the 5th time throughout Pro League's first half of the season and throughout the Invitational that we've actually seen Frost pick. This will be the 5th instance of it. She currently sits as the 2nd least picked operator in all of Pro League for the defenders, with Caviera being the only one that is less picked than her. Virtue, though, gets off to a good start on that Frost with a frag against Cameraman, taking him down and eliminating the Maverick early on into the round here. You can see there's still a lot of presence in general inside of the Garage, and it's going to take FaZe some time to force these players out. Frostmat onto the ground. Moringa is there for at least to be able to find the trade against Virtue, knocking the Frost out. Here's the problem, though. The Montaigne can't go any further. He's stuck here because of the Frostmat that's sitting on the ground.
So Magnet will be coming up the blue stairs. That the previous match that we casted, where literally all Joystick did was just kill people on blue stairs the entire time. It seems to be kind of a crux of the map, but Ace is going to be able to find Yuna, and that is going to mean no more Montang. And once again, the catwalk proving quite terrible to try and take if you're on the offense. Oh my goodness.
He's going to continue his push forward now. Oh, he's getting extra greedy as he thinks about even pushing out the Garage door as well. A nice catch, an easy catch from Magnet. Eliminates a Mav, and it just seems like FaZe, unfortunately, on this round, have lost the plot. They do not have any engage capability. In fact, they're down to just a single player. Aces,
that's
got enough bullets. It's all right. Doesn't matter if the spray's messy. He finds the shots in the end and finds, I believe, his 3rd or 4th kill on that round to shut it down for Fnatic.
It's the Alda. All you got to do is shoot around them. Eventually, the bullets will find them. It's true. 81 bullets and a defensive gun is crazy. That gun's insane.
I think it's also a laser beam.
Yeah, I know, right? It basically requires no recoil compensation at all. Gun is an absolute madman. But the main thing right there for FaZe was they were not able to take control of Garage, and their main push onto it was not helpful at all. The issue with pushing Montaigne up the stairs with no one trying to push pressure from underneath or anything along those lines on anybody on Catwalk is since he is at a lower angle, you can actually shoot him through the top of his shield. There's a little break in between the mirror that's on the top, well, the window that's on the top of his shield and on the sides of his shield, and you can actually touch his head just a little bit right through that crack. That's exactly what happened with the Alda right there. As Yuna went down and really just spelled out disaster for the rest of that round.
And so, with Fnatic on the defense, they've gotten off to an amazing start here so far. 2 rounds going into their favor, 1 with a very ingenious play to catch FaZe Clan off guard and waste far too much of the clock timer, and this time just an outright shutdown, primarily coming in from the Maestro. Now we'll have to see if they can keep this strength up as they'll finally head to the basement site, which is usually one of the first that we see, but it'll be their 3rd, and one of the final ones they'll add into the rotation before they're forced to rotate back to the other sites they've already won.
Well, I mean, this really is just the story of Clubhouse, isn't it? Defenders all the way. Defenders all the way. And that is no knock to Fnatic. Their defensive setups have actually been extremely clean. And it looks to be that they're actually going to play a roam game on Clubhouse, which they're a dastardly thing to do. It can be very dangerous in certain contexts. So we'll see exactly how they want to try and pull this off. Drones already coming in from FaZe. You guys can see the drone of Cameraman on the other side. We'll be able to spot out Lusty so they know that there's a roam game going on, as he is still piloting that cam. Their main focus is going to be trying to take over Garage once again to try and shut down this roam game. They are going to have Mav all on his lonesome, though, instead of Kitchen, trying to hunt down Magnet.
Mav still looking. You know, you have a tiny hole just next to the hatch, which is usually used to impact Trick. So he's going to try to use it on his own regard to see if he can find anyone downstairs, but not much success is found just as he get Lusty in the meanwhile, playing on the inside of the east stairs. The cache stairs will look to further delay FaZe Clan as once again they have chosen to take a route through the garage to start their round off.
Rizraz and Lusty will work their way down cache stairs. Just trying to delay as much time as possible. They've done a fantastic job of that so far this game. They're actually going to have Rizraz stay at the top in blue. He's immediately going to rotate down. He does not want to try and play his life out underneath a window inside of blue. Probably not the smartest idea, as he will rotate back down to site. They've wasted a decent amount of time, minute and 20 seconds. It's going to be enough for FaZe to drone once again. FaZe is very scared of this Fnatic roam game. They've been pretty terrified of it ever since Border, and it's definitely shown. Bank, they took a lot of time, as well as they cleaned out basically every single room before finally getting down to execution time.
Really did cause, as you were mentioning, a lot of issues over on that first map, so they do not want to run into that same problem again, but unfortunately, they're running themselves into it now by just avoiding confrontation in general. The drone game is going to send them down into the basement where they should finally be able to check out what the site looks like and the setup that the members of Fnatic do have down here, but that will once again only leave them with about 30 or 40 seconds to actually pull off the execute, which of course is going to be the more difficult part. Maybe they'll actually speed it up a little bit though.
They're going to go for Moto.
Background. Obviously we have the Montaigne already dropping down the hatch. Already trying to establish position in the basement for FaZe Clan.
So you guys did see Yuna dropping Moto, and it looks like this might be a Moto take as Mav is going to try and cut off rotations from Kitchen. Will be the rotations from Armory that he's more or less focused on. As he is going to see Alibi back there, and no, that is not a hologram. It is crouching, so he knows that for a fact. Virtue playing inside of blue. This might be the main person to stop this take, as a nade's going to be very well placed on a Rizraz. Rizraz will go down. Magnet's going to find one of his own, but Marenga going to be immediately refrag that as Marenga will start to get the plant down. Man is a dual-cased operator as this plant will go through. More than likely, he's going to take quite a bit of damage to get it off, and he's actually going to go down. And a fury of kills come through for Fnatic, and that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. Very quickly cleaned up by Fnatic. These men are going absolutely insane.
Again, so well coordinated. The kills just happen in a swift sequence, and it's just so well communicated. Everything for Fnatic is like a tactical execution on retake every single time, even though that looked like FaZe were going to easily close it down. But just when you think they're out, Fnatic pull themselves right back into the round and shut it down with 4 consecutive kills. Not a single response from FaZe on that retake.
With that one, it's almost like it seemed they wanted it to happen. They already had everything set up in place and like, all right, as soon as they try to rotate out and set up angles, they're dead. And as soon as that happened, easy peasy. Fnatic just walks away with it once again. 3-0 right now for the boys of Fnatic. FaZe once again having a rough start to Clubhouse.
And so, since they have played out the 3 standard sites, and they're definitely not going to go to bar because no one does that, we are going to see them rotate back over to the gym bedroom site where they started things out. Actually, FaZe did that if I remember correctly, or someone did that a few weeks ago in a match, but it was like a cheese move or something like that, but it didn't end up working out too well. But getting into this one, we are going to see players from Fnatic look to shut down yet another round on this gym bedroom site. And the guys on FaZe Clan, they will look to see if they can finally get an attacking round of their own here to at least get them on the board in this half before it closes out.
As Fnatic will head back upstairs to their most proficient site, I would say. And we'll see if FaZe has the answer this time around. Now, the late point of that initial round on Clubhouse, they actually did kill Lusty, but it took them a long time to find the answer. It's like a long, drawn-out math problem in algebra you don't want to answer. It's really what they had right there. So we'll see if they have the answer this time around. But as of right now, really no answer to this strat coming out from Fnatic.
It's not looking like we're going to see the same exact setup coming in from them. First of all, the alibi is no longer here. So not looking even at the same operator lineup. They can still obviously put someone in a similar position to pull off the same role, but even the reinforcement and the portable shield setup look a little bit different this time around, so I don't think they're going to do that 2 times in a row, mainly because I think it's going to start to get a little bit too predictable, and FaZe, by this point, should have thought of a way to counter that. So they will have more than likely brought an operator specifically for that purpose into this round.
Looks like more than likely they're going to be starting from Jacuzzi side this time. I mean, they don't have the shield operator anymore. They do not have Monty. So going to be starting things from the west side this time around and try and just get a forced push inside of there. Traditionally speaking, this is just held down by someone inside of the bathroom with a shotgun. It's really just that simple. Play off the reinforcement, a single slug to anybody trying to walk through, and that's really it. Single shell, mind you. As it seems that Astro actually will start to do a take over here as he pops some concussions inside of the cash room, but none of them going to make any contact due to the ADSs placed down by Virtue.
Lusty, it looks like, is still going to take up this position on the inside, just with a different operator this time. He'll be doing it on Lesion, which can actually cause even more problems because now we can just constantly throw goo mines at them as well.
Ooh.
Annoy them, but here we go. It looks like they found the counter. We are going to see the ADS eat up at least one of these. The nade won't be so lucky. It'll make its way through and only do about 10 damage, however. For the Lesion, played once again by Lusty. There's the impact trick, the immediate denial. Like we said, different operator, same role can be pulled off. And once again, he's wasting a massive amount of time. Now, FaZe know exactly where he is. They know it's the same plan from the round before. And once again, they deal with him without any response. But FaZe have way more time to utilize after they've cleared this out this round.
That setup right there is just so damaging to the offensive time. Cameraman finally able to find him. If Lusty wouldn't have rotated so far up, he might have been able to get that kill. The initial push through by Astro. But to no avail. Yuna still alive and will still be able to use those adrenal surges. Get them a little bit more life once they start the take. But the biggest thing here is if they are adrenal surge while trying to go for sight, this could play a massive role into how much damage Raz does. Oh my goodness, the underside of the window will get punched out. Morenga gonna be able to find Virtue. As Ace is looking towards the hatch. Will he be able to find Buck? Yes, he will. Mav gonna go down. It's gonna be the first frag for the defense. 18 seconds left on the clock as it's going to have to start getting more aggressive. That Thermite not going to catch any damage. This Magnet's going to go huge with 2. Cameraman going to be able to find one of his own. 2v2 situation left. 6 seconds. Ace is going to go big as well. It's Fnatic. 4 straight for the boys in orange and black.
And again, even when it comes down to the wire, Fnatic still holds strong. Multiple double kills coming out. We saw the first one happening, of course, with, I believe it was Magnet that picked it up and dropped the initial push that was meant to force the defuse plant. And then at the end, Aces cleans it up on the Maestro with the Alda to once again keep Fnatic flawless on their defensive side and just keep them rolling around the sites. They've already won the bedroom site for a second time. Now they will continue that rotate into the CCTV and cash room for a second time. operator lineups are going to remain relatively the same. When we look at how it was played in the past, we do get the 6-pick Frost back in there once again as well. Still played by Virtue off of the Jaeger. So again, very similar, if not the exact same thing to what we saw the last time this site was played.
And FaZe, if they do not make an adjustment here, might be staring down the barrel of a 6-0 on this split. It's coming very close, Blue. And it comes to the point now where this is make or break. If you cannot pick up these last 2 rounds, then Fnatic is definitely in the driver's seat for winning this entire
Check out Ace's stats there. Did you see that?
No, I did not. Oh my. Oh. Well, hello. Hi. Yeah.
Compared to Lusty, who has arguably had like more actual impact on the round sometimes, but he only has 1 kill.
If you guys could see my face right now. Oh my goodness. Wow.
11-0 from Aces. Some great stuff from him. I think this was the round where he found the most impact as well, because he just held in that corner and just ripped everyone to shreds.
I mean, what is the Alda? I mean, come on. Hey. Let's see if they're going to be able to find some more success with Yuna this time around. Again, that was their main issue the last time. Yuna trying to push up the stairs by himself. No presence underneath the catwalk, and Garage is exactly what punished him. Solo pushing his Montag, not the best idea on an incline.
It'll be a slow start again for these guys. FaZe are going to look to get into position early on to start their push. They are prioritizing the balcony first off here. You can already see Cameraman, of course, but look at it from Magnet. Once again, making a run out. We're used to Virtue doing that, but Magnet takes a shot at it. Works out okay. Manages to get himself a 1-for-1 exchange. He takes out Cameraman, eliminates the possibility for any further breaches to come in on the Maverick, but also loses himself along the way.
And this is the time for FaZe to really push ahead. This is really the moment in time where you're going to want to see them try and push forward and not stall out that they've been doing the rest of these 4 rounds they've lost. That stall out period really not been helping them, especially with the Lusty situation like we were talking about. Again, you do not have to have kills to have an impact on a round, as shown by the amount of time wasted by Lusty. You are going to hear one of those thermite charges ring true as it will get open. I believe the server wall. Yes, it will be the server wall. And Virtue's playing quite close to it as well, but it seems like they are more or less focused on a construction take right now. There's actually not a single operator over here by the offense, over here on the server side. They do have Moringa outside, though, on the balcony, but they do have a cam inside of the tree to be able to spot out that this is going to be a construction take.
Rizraz, again, still trying to maintain position and keep the guys on FaZe Clan outside of this site. Not even giving them the opportunity to get close, and of course making sure that he still denies any opportunities to get in through the wall right there. Nades are going to come in to try and flush him out. There is the thermite charge. You can see it on the wall. They haven't popped it just yet as far as I can hear, but there we go. Now it's gone off, and unfortunately, the bandit played by Rizraz is not going to have any opportunity to try and get closer towards that. Look at this push, though, from Rizraz. Catches the cross over past the window by Mav and takes him out.
That might be the shot that was heard around the round, at least for this one. Rizraz going to go again, and he's going to find Moringa. It's going to be all left up to Yuna and Astro. There's a Montang, and there's a Zofia, and Rizraz is on the hunt. Will he be able to find these last 2? There's still 3 of his friends still alive as well as we get down to 30 seconds.
Now we are going to see Rizraz make the run around back over to the other corner, try to directly contest against the only other normally gunned player alive, and that would be the Zofia played by Astro. But even he's lit, down to about 50 HP. Anywhere he goes is more than likely going to be watched at this point. They've even got a hard ping going on to him now. No movement capability at all here for the players on FaZe Clan. There is no safe harbor. The second the shield gets brought back, Rizraz moves in to pick up his 3rd kill. Astro doesn't even know what to do in this situation. He's going to get wrapped on, taken down by Aces. He's got to keep his kills up as well. Once again, staying alive through the course of it to make his scoreline 12-0.
Oh my goodness. That is wild. That is wild. Through 5 rounds, you're 12-0. 12-1-0. Even has an assist in there. Toss one in there. He might even have more at this point. Absolutely ridiculous as they will go back downstairs. And a perfect defense by Fnatic. This is looking very grave for FaZe at this point.
Certainly the case. They knew that they were going to be up against some very unfortunate odds starting on the attack here, but I don't think that they were expecting a 6-0. They're going to have to hope that they bring the necessary strength to shut down this basement site. Otherwise, they're going to be looking at a very easy potential closeout from the guys on Fnatic. And oh no. Hello there, Caviera. It's come back. I thought it was just going to get 6 picked away, but that is not the case. It's been locked in by Magnet as well, who's been finding massive impact over the last 2 maps now.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, this round is going to speak volumes. Will FaZe be able to pick up one round on this offense? Because if they don't, this is a very scary team to deal with on offense, as you guys have seen for the rest of these two maps. Specifically on border, Fnatic's offensive plays on border have been absolutely insane.
We've got another update for you guys from the B stream. If you don't want spoilers, by the way, you might want to mute the stream for the next 10 seconds or so, just an advance warning. But at the end of the day, it does look like Reciprocity came out on top over NIP, managed to take the series 2-1, won the final map on border 7-3.
And ladies and gentlemen, that does mean, for those Brazilian fans at home, we apologize. NIP will be sent home. No more play inside of Invitationals for those boys, but Reciprocity lives to fight another day.
NA stays strong for the time being. Brazil, however, might lose another team here in a moment if FaZe Clan are not able to pick themselves up. This is not the way Latin American community wanted to start off Invitational, with seeing 2 out of 3 of their teams get knocked out in first round matchups. So we'll have to hope that FaZe can still rebound here on this third and final map of this series.
Now, quite a big showing by the LATAM community, actually. Quite a few teams here, all of them extremely proficient, as we are hoping FaZe can find that proficiency once again, as we are staring at Astro as he works his way into blue stairs. Currently getting marked out, apparently, as he does look around, but he is going to take up Virtue quite a bit. That M762 hits so hard.
Not a P.
Cameraman moving, we'll start to pop these hatches as well, just around the corner. Be careful not to do this too aggressively for that reason. The smoke's going to come out. I was actually worried he was just going to drop himself in for a second there, but I would have hoped that wouldn't have happened. Either way, the smoke will deny him for just a moment here.
And actually, Magnet's Caveira has actually been caught by Jackal's footstep tracker, which is kind of comical just because she can hide her feet. So that's really just an unfortunate scenario for the man that's playing Caveira Magnet. As FaZe is still taking things pretty slow. We are still halfway through the round. There's still plenty of time for them to do at least something. That's going to be Magnet's footsteps once again, more than likely. And yes, it will be. So Magnet going to be on constant sight for the offense. It looks like they are going to be going for more or less a split push here. They have Astro off by his lonesome. He did very well at this on bank. They're going to be able to mark out that Aces is playing close, but he's got a shotgun. Astro is going to have to get the immediate headshot here to try and win this one out. He's immediately going to fall back. Does not want to take a fight against that M590.
Cameraman continuing to wrap around on the outside here as FaZe Clan look for a new position to utilize to go for the attack, and it looks like he's going to try to pop a hole into the tunnel, actually. I don't even think he has enough to open this, does he?
It takes
he can make a
fuel tank.
Okay.
One fuel tank. If he does it correctly, will he be able to fit? And he will. I know it doesn't look like he can, but it will come through. Now, the one thing is I'm pretty sure that they do not know that Cameraman is Maverick. So this could come up huge if he's able to get some picks into sight. And actually, they have it barricaded. So he's going to have to give his presence away or wait for some marks from his teammates. But as of right now, relatively everyone's playing pretty safe, as he is going to pop a drone in. No one's going to be seated. He does know that someone's playing behind gun rack, though, as Yuna will actually go down. Oh, Valkyrie will be found. Marenga's going to find one of his own as well, but Ace is going to be able to follow that up on Astro. An interrogation by Magnet. This might be able to change up the entire defense, and it's going to go through. It's the last two alive inside of Armory. They're going to immediately get cleaned up by Fnatic. That's 6 rounds straight for the boys in black and orange. Oh, my goodness, Magnet.
And it comes off of an interrogation of all things. FaZe of the last-minute tunnel push to save them in that round, but once again, it's flipped on its heels 3 times or 4. I don't even know how many times throughout the course of the round.
You're gonna give me a stroke, man.
The Sight Caveira wins the round for Fnatic. Had to sit back the entire round, wasn't able to roam at all because of the constant scans coming out against him, had to play on site and still found massive impact.
So you know that Caveira is there. You scan her twice. You know Caveira is on the map. And then you still allow your buck to try and solo push into Moto, and he gets immediately punished for it, and a knife to the throat that ends up losing you that round. 6-0 is absolutely insane here for even a defense on Clubhouse. 6-0 is not something we see too often.
And now the question is, can they close it out? As this is where the issue did start to surface, specifically over on border. Might run into that same problem again. This is even more a difficult map for the attackers to be able to pick up rounds on, but they've got 6 chances to do it, an even bigger scoreline lead than they had on border. So let's see if they can pull it off, otherwise it's got to be 6 straight from Fnatic as well to close it down. Aces still didn't die. Oh my god. He's 14-0. He's got like 2 kills per round at least.
He's got more than that, actually.
Yeah, it's higher than a 2.0 KPR right now.
It's like a 2.6, 2.5. Right?
Oh my god.
That is, wow. Wow.
Attackers have recovered their
and just remember, guys, this man is a support player. This man's job is just to hold angles and melt people when they peek. That's it. Like, that's all he does. He plays Thermite, he plays Maestro. That's what he does. And he's damn good at it. My god, man.
Well, unfortunately, on the attack, I have a bad feeling that the no-death streak might be coming to an end relatively soon. But we'll see. Maybe he can impress us even more and keep the stats consistent on attack as well. They only need 1 round, so he doesn't have to do a whole lot of work to keep that record alive. We shall see indeed. It looks like the majority are going to be coming in through the back and start to work their way in through the bar to start things off.
One thing, if you are an APAC fan, first of all, hello. Thank you for joining us here for this fantastic match that has happened so far. Secondly, Fnatic have been so incredible on this offense this entire match. I cannot say it enough. They've been so good at their executes. We'll see if they're able to follow suit with that once again, as they do have a drone leading Rizraz through the map. He's practically chained to it, Lusty giving him the information. And once again, Rizraz has been so good off of playing off of it.
Rizraz is going to continue to move himself forward now after the drone work is being done by his teammate. In the meantime, Magnet will once again pop open. Well, actually, I should say once again, but we'll do the same thing that FaZe were doing and start to pop open these hatches on the Mavericks so that they can have better vision and obviously extra routes to move down onto the site with.
Rizraz moving his drone down main stairs as well as Magnet. Looks like this might be the main execution point for them. They might be going for a church take here. As of right now, they do have the stock hatch open. Did not see them get inside of kitchen, get that hatch open yet, or any telltale signs of a thermite going off over there. So as of right now, have the angles mostly opened up over on that side, but it actually seeming to be that this might be a late blue take. Lusty's going to drone downstairs, and Rizraz will jump into oil pit. As he will try and see if anybody's playing behind the AC unit. And Magnet's going to ping the ground randomly. Oh, and what a long angle being held by the defense down there. It's definitely an ACOG angle being held by a Mav. And so first nade will ring out from Virtue, but it's not going to find anything. ADS will catch that one.
You know they've got one behind the big white box inside of blue. Unfortunately, the ADS still alive and well. I think they're able to connect on that one. The damage, however, is not there. Not a single tick of damage taken by anyone on FaZe Clan, so they still stay very much alive and well. I think that is Astro, if I'm judging the silhouette correctly, playing behind the box right now, waiting for a push from someone on Fnatic. And this is what they're focusing everything on their attack on. This was the problem with their attack in the past, was it was too one-dimensional. And they're running into that problem here on this first round. Yuna finally starts us off at 20 seconds on the clock with the first kill. Rizraz able to trade it, looking for a second, but Virtue gets it instead. Now that they have no time to get into a site, they have to force themselves upon it. Yuna picks up the trade. Lusty coming in for the main stairs, picks up another kill. Here comes the plant, and they should be able to get it. I don't think there's a way to stop this. It's going to go onto the ground. Maybe not. No, it looks like they do stop it. Moringa with the kill onto the planter at the very last second. Gives the round over to FaZe.
What a flank by the Brazilian squad. Able to stay alive, ladies and gentlemen, as it was looking very daunting there for a second. But Fnatic, once again, I feel like they jumped the gun a little bit on that rotate by the Maverick of Magnet. Just a little bit. It was very, very close. So he almost won that gunfight against Legion, and I really feel like that was the tilting point of that round. If Magnet's able to win that gunfight, that blows the entire backside of Armory wide open to where he is able to rotate inside of there earlier on. Now, main thing is, FaZe has to do this 5 more times.
Yeah, that's the big takeaway here, is that Fnatic, again, no need to worry for them yet. 1 round thrown off the board is not a big deal. They can keep this process going, obviously, for 5 more rounds before they actually have to start to worry about them dropping the maps. They should still feel comfortable. They definitely look comfortable as well. But it was that one unaccounted player sitting here, I believe, somewhere in the back of Moto that makes the last second rotate and saves the round. It's Moringa that does it for FaZe Clan, bringing them back into it. And unfortunately for Aces, his streak has come to an end now at 14-1. Still at 14 kills straight over 7 rounds before you finally died. That is something to write home about.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think you can be angry with a 14.0 KD. Like, that's, yeah. You know, you can't look back at this and be like, oh yeah, I definitely could have done more. Like, no, you couldn't have, Aces. You could not have. insanity coming out from this man. But elected site will be the server's cash room. And once again, as we will run back over the site quickly, the main crux of this entire defense is going to be trying to hold Catwalk inside of Garage. If they cannot maintain that pressure inside of the Garage area, it's going to be very difficult for them to win the round, just due to the fact that the default plant spot behind the server is so easily accessible from that point.
To deny the drone will be probably his main focus for the majority of this round, as he's going to just try and stop Fnatic from A, getting intel, and B, from getting past the wall that Magnet's looking at right now. But Magnet, obviously on the Maverick, can still do a little bit of repainting here of the wall. A little redecoration as he pops it down and defends that capability.
Oh no!
He's gonna pop it open.
Yes, he's gonna pop it open. We haven't actually, you and I actually haven't casted a match that somebody does this just yet. Actually, he's just going to pop the top end and he's going to pop the bottom end, but not the side. You actually have to draw down one of the sides of the... Oh, wait, no. It did indeed break the reinforcement. That wall is soft, ladies and gents.
Oh, okay.
I thought you still had to cut down the side of it, but apparently not.
They said to soft breach it now. There we go.
Wow.
Yeah, all right. There you go. That's one way to get it done. So no side... sorry. No side cut was required. Just the top and the bottom, a safe cut, and it pops open. Unfortunately, the Bandit having zero chance to stop that. In the meantime, though, the Buck has gone down. I'm not sure. It looks like it was just a reset, so excuse me. We'll get him back up relatively quickly and into the fight at 50 HP.
This still is going to be a massive effort from Astro inside of Garage. He doesn't have an ACOG either. That's the main thing that you kind of want inside of that Garage, because you do play some very, very long angles. But we have already seen some just clicking heads action from a distance with those holographic sights. Hopefully it will work out for him. But as it looks like Rizraz does have his eyes set on Garage. It looks like he's aiming to hold the rotate at least, so that nothing can happen to his team that's going to be trying to take upstairs. But speaking of things happening to the team, Virtue will go down to the hands of Astro.
Astro starting his round off well, and Fnatic once again struggling to find an early foothold here, but this will be, not so easy apparently, as Yuna thought he was looking the other way towards Oil Pit, but definitely not the case. He's waiting right for Magnet. Rizraz able to trade, and get the other one as well. He does! Takes him down, he's in the corner. I don't think Rizraz realizes that, however, but he's not really in a position where he can get res necessarily, so he's still kind of a dead man walking downstairs.
Well, more or less a dead man crawling. But yes.
Yeah, I guess it's more appropriate.
Most definitely. Rizraz has 0 health as well. 26 seconds up on the clock. They're going to have to try and find some sort of a foothold here. Lots of angle holding go down, and the smokes are going to come out. Lusty's going to have to try and make something happen here. Aces is going to go down. Rizraz as well. So it's all left up to Lusty on site. He's not even going to be able to find Morenga. So Morenga will be able to take down Lusty. Cameraman going to get that confirmed kill on Rizraz, since Rizraz was down inside of Garage. And FaZe lives to fight another round.
Solid hold once again coming out from FaZe, constantly keeping Fnatic guessing about the route that they should take and about how they should actually get into the building to begin with. They struggled even with that basic pointer, just getting into Garage to start the round off. And as such, a very easy shutdown was found for FaZe Clan to net them their second round. They'll keep ringing around the sites, however, as they're now going to move over to the gym bedroom site before they eventually swing back down to the basement, should they close out here.
Well, here's the main thing, ladies and gentlemen. When you're in this kind of situation, you go to your most preferred sites first. That's exactly what they went to. So, gym bedroom, the least preferred for them, except, you know, obviously the bar, which is terrible, and no one goes to it for a specific reason, because it's terrible. But gym bedroom going to be the last on the list for FaZe. They're going to have to get a win through this and then do it all over again. It's like a carousel.
Very much. Has to be the full double repeat on the site wins here for FaZe Clan, and they cannot lose a single one.
Ooh.
Because Fnatic just pulled off the perfect run themselves. What's up?
It's that castle barricade in the bathroom. Don't see that one too often, actually. Looks like they're going to be playing to... they don't even have a mute. They don't have a bandit, so they're not setting that up to bandit. I'd be very curious to see how they're going to try and play this one out, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll see in a second. It looks like they're putting a lot of pressure towards the cash room. That is where we saw FaZe specifically trying to centralize their pushes when it came to this site. It was often from this side of the map, putting a lot of reinforcements on the cash room to hold inside of there, as well as they might actually be trying to steal a page from Fnatic's book here and have a player hold solo in this room by himself as well inside of here in the cash room. But we'll have to wait and see if that's exactly what the plan is going to be, or if there's a little bit more variance to it than that.
A shield set up in there, but they also have the Maverick on Magnet once again. So I think the main issue for them right there was that they didn't have Maverick melt a hole over on the south side of that Why didn't you just have them burn a hole right there and then shoot him off the desk? It's a perfect angle. He burnt it on the other side over on Cashiers, which wasted a ton of time. They're able to make that adjustment. It might work out for them a little bit better. They are going to have Astro over on this side of the map as well, though. He's playing the top of Cashiers, and this might prove to be an issue for Fnatic if they cannot find him early on enough.
We are going to see in just a moment here the players from Fnatic start to move in. You've already got Magnet throwing a little bit of pressure into construction. He knows there's more than likely presence there. Now, we have seen FaZe Clan take a slightly different route, and they're playing 2 men inside of the cash room. Still a large focus on holding specifically the cash room, just with a different style to it, and I think a little bit more of aggression than we were seeing from the guys on Fnatic, who basically just had 1 player sitting in a corner, wasting as much time as possible. Rizraz will still get a good start. Magnet's got the lineup, just has to stand up to find the kill, though. And it's a nice start for Fnatic. 2 quick kills. Not even a whole lot of damage traded except for Rizraz, who gets brought down to 25 HP. Everybody else, though, still at full.
Well, always remember one thing. If you built the strat, you should know how to counter it. And Fnatic showing that up right now as they are going to clean house quickly over on the cash side. Astro, as well as Cameraman, both down extremely quickly. A minute and 20 seconds left on the clock for this offense to play around and try and get to site. Now, the main thing for the defense here in FaZe is they're going to have Fnatic mess up. There's plenty of time for them to bait out all of this utility. Fnatic, this is Fnatic's round to lose, more or less.
Well, we are going to see them start to try and breach the main sidewall. That'll lead them into the site. In addition to pushing 2 more through construction, potentially 3, it looks like actually are going to go through construction. Towards the inside, they've already got their drones ready to move in here too. Rizraz just going to try to take care of some of the barbed wire sitting onto the ground, and once again, here we go with Magnet popping open the reinforcement. We should see that go down right now. There we go, it's gone. So now they can just easily blow it open with a grenade.
I actually believe that it will be Virtue rotating over there. Rizraz still going to maintain over construction. Lusty going to find one inside of logistics room. This is going to make this a 2v5. And oh my goodness, Virtue going to find one on a Mav. It's all left up to Morenga. It's a 1v5. They're absolutely melting down castles. It's 1 man, 1 SMG-11, and a Dream. Will he be able to find the kill? He's going to be able to find Rizraz, though. Is it a 1v4? He is going to whip out the shotgun of smoke. Going to go down as Magnet starts to put the diffuser down as well. Will he be able to find another? But Virtue's going to be able to clean it up, and that's going to be it for Fnatic, ladies and gentlemen. They're continuing their reign of terror as FaZe will be sent to the lower bracket to battle it out.
And a big congratulations to Fnatic indeed. They continue to push forward further and further. And I believe now they are pretty much guaranteed a playoff spot. Amazing stuff that we've seen here from Fnatic. For their opponents, though, for FaZe, as you mentioned, we are going to have to see them continue their fight out in the lower bracket. And once again, that's Brazil falling short yet another time, meaning that we could end up with yet another Brazilian team eliminated if they do not come out on top of that final group matchup tomorrow.
There's been a couple instances in the history of Rainbow Six where just one region doesn't find too much success to the land. It was NA last time. It might be Brazil this time around. It does happen. It's not something that anybody wishes upon their worst enemy. It's always terrible to see all of your teams from your region go out early on, but you know,